Hey, what is up guys? It is Phantom here and welcome back to a brand new video, guys. So, in this video, I'm going to be bringing you guys the Darkmoor rant. So, in this video, literally I'm just going to talk about pretty much all the problems I have with Darkmoor, and really, in essence, it kind of comes down to not really the dungeon, not really the style of the dungeon, or the battles, or the cheats, or how difficult it is and everything. Really, this rant is going to be talking mostly about the people who do this dungeon, guys, and why I have a problem with a lot of them. A lot of them, okay, guys? So, anyways, I don't want to come across as, like, some entitled, like, veteran player who, like, hates the community and everything. No, that's not what I'm trying to do here. Really, this video, if you really think about it, it's actually going to be pretty educational. And anyways, really, without further ado, let's just get into it. So, okay, when you do Darkmoor, there is a plethora of people that you're going to run into on the way, okay? These people, God, there's just so many. There's a lot of unique players that go to Darkmoor, obviously in search of better gear, right? And that's fine, okay? But this first type of player really annoys me, and that is purely because this is the type of player that goes into Darkmoor wearing bizarre gear, okay? They wear bizarre gear to Darkmoor, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't even really know how you got to level 100 with bizarre gear. I'm sure it took you a really long time, but I'm not gonna lie, like, a lot of people go into Darkmoor with really no preparation whatsoever, and this preparation can range from, like I said, going in with, like, inadequate gear, inadequate knowledge. That one also pisses me off to no end, guys. Like, there's just so many people, you know, it's a real motley crew. You don't really know who you're gonna go with in Darkmoor unless you're doing it with friends, but I obviously have no friends, as we've previously learned from the Azteca Rant video. But, so anyways, basically what you do, you know, obviously, wow, I really say those two words a lot. Shut up, guys. But, so what you do, obviously go to the graveyard, right? Which is the final area of Darkmoor, basically where all the good gear drops, or most of the good gear. Anyways, the Malister gear drops. And you click the team up button, and you really don't know who you're gonna get. You know, you could get a really, like, efficient, like, well-oiled machine team that, like, knows what they're doing and knows all the rules and just basically knows really everything about the dungeon. You know, maybe they're, like, properly prepared. I would say properly prepared is having, like, I would say over 90 damage would be, like, at least properly prepared if you're, like, just beginning the dungeon and everything. Because, like, guys, I'm gonna be honest, if you're rocking bizarre gear when you go into Darkmoor, you're gonna make it hard on yourself, you're gonna make it hard on your team, you're gonna make it hard on everyone, and it's just gonna be overall more frustrating, and your teammates there's an increased chance of, like, your teammates leaving you and everything. Guys, it's not really good at all. So anyways, the next type of person, I mentioned them briefly in the little intro there. So, you know, obviously, you know, you have the person that doesn't, there's the person that doesn't prepare gear-wise, right, for Darkmoor and everything, and God, I see so many of those. That's probably the most common type of player. The next type is the person who, how do I say this? Really the person who does not know the dungeon or know the rules of the dungeon. And now, like, listen, I get it in that the fact that it's your first time doing the dungeon, right? It's your first time doing the dungeon. You don't really know much about it. You don't know the rules. You don't know the cheats. And you know what? That's fine for the most part. Here's my problem. So the main problem I have with these players is they just don't put a lot of effort in general into educating themselves on the dungeon and the rules inside the dungeon. Like, guys, it literally takes 5 minutes to go onto Google and look up Darkmoor cheats. It's really not that hard, guys. It's really not that hard, and like I said, I'm sorry if I'm coming off as, like, some sort of jerk or anything, but this is just the experiences that I've had in Darkmoor, and, you know, maybe this will serve as a guide to some noobs on how to prepare better, so your team will like you more, and you'll have just an easier time doing the dungeon. I'm really just trying to make it easier on everybody, because if you get a bad team going into this dungeon, oh god, you're kind of screwed. You're kind of screwed, or the dungeon's gonna take a really long time, which is just not good for anyone, okay? So, anyways, those are kind of two general types of players that I've ran into. Here are like some real interesting people that I've ran into on my journey, in addition to those main types of people. People that will kill the boss without you, okay? I had this happen on 3 separate occasions in my journeys in this dungeon. Okay, so one of the times was, you know, I went in obviously to the graveyard here. and Yvengi Night Creeper, right? The guy who drops the really good thing, which I did manage to get last night, thank God. Oh, and I just want to mention, I've done Darkmoor for the past 3 days. I've been farming it, so if I were to estimate, I've done it probably about 12 times, so I've got some pretty interesting experiences. So yeah, I've obviously been with a lot of different groups, and yeah, guys, I just have to say, it really is a motley crew. So anyways, back to what I was saying about that specific type of player. The type of player, or in my case, more like type of group, that you could run into in your Darkmoor journeys, right, is the group that will kill the boss without you. So the first time, oh God, this is just like this is just the worst thing you can really do to someone in a dungeon, okay? I don't know if you fucking assholes know, okay? But if you kill the boss when someone isn't in the battle, the guy that's not in the battle does not get any loot from the boss. It's crazy, right? I know, interesting game mechanic, but that's just something you really gotta recognize. You really do have to think about other people in this dungeon, because obviously everyone's here for the same goal, guys. Like, just don't be selfish. Just wait till everyone's in the battle before killing the boss before them. So anyways, I go in, we defeat, or we're blading up, right? We're blading up to defeat the first ice boss in there, or his ice minions. I don't fully remember, but I just did a run. Yeah, I don't know, guys. But anyways, you go into the first boss there. So we were getting ready to kill, and I was about to die, so I'm like, okay, guys, I'm gonna flee. I'll be right back, you know? Don't do anything while I'm gone. So I flee, I fill up my potions, maybe I collect a few wisps, and I get back, and these people kill the boss. They killed the first boss without me, right? Which, obviously, before this time, I did not have the Athame, so I was really trying to get this from the first boss, because, as you know, he is the one that drops that Athame. So, anyways, just completely forfeited my chances at getting the Athame, or any loot in general, because I got there, and they were already in the next room. They were already in the next room, Shane's room, guys. Like, just these types of people, guys, if you do this, I'm sorry, you are, like, the worst type of human being in Wiz, because, like, people are just there for gear, man. Just let them have gear, you know? Oh my God, guys. Oh, another, funny experience I had with a specific type of Darkmoor player. So, God, if you take a look at my death stats, okay? They're not the best, right? They're not the best, but they're not bad. Like, these are definitely adequate hitting stats for Darkmoor, if you really think about it, for a level 100, okay? Just in my opinion, I think these stats are pretty decent, okay? And I had a guy, okay, keep in mind, alright, he was a fucking myth wizard, okay? He was a fucking myth wizard who, oh my God, he told me, right, as a death wizard, during the Shane Von Shane fight, right, if you guys know the rules to the Shane Von Shane fight and how that fight works, he told me, so there was a storm in our group, guys, level 100 storm, just like us. He told me, as, you know, being the decent death wizard that I am, okay, he told me to buff the storm, as well as heal during the battle. Now, first glance, right, at first, like, glance, that statement might not seem that bad, right? However, in the Shane Von Shane fight, healing is bad, because Shane will vampire you, or attack you in some sort of way, dealing huge amounts of damage to you, as well as regaining health himself. Obviously, it's not a good idea to heal. Other reason, this storm had 60 damage. Okay? This storm had 60 damage. And he was telling me to buff the storm when I wanted to hit. And listen, I'm not trying to, like I said, I'm not trying to be like a selfish hitter or anything, but it really was, I assessed the situation, it was a good idea for me to hit at the time. And just, there's so many obnoxious, pushy people like that in Darkmoor that really makes me not want to keep doing the dungeon, guys. There is just some real jerks in this dungeon. I don't know what kind of trauma you faced, like, in the past with people in doing this dungeon or in the game in general, but really, there's just no need to act like that. And I'm not trying to be your mother here, but you're really just making it harder on everyone if you're gonna be a jerk about it. And tell people what to do, first of all. It's okay to give guidance, that's okay. Just do it in a way that won't trigger the other person or make them want to leave the dungeon. Like, it just really doesn't help anyone when you kind of talk like that to somebody. I don't know, guys. I think it's just a hindrance on the group in general. And sadly, I would say I run into one of those people probably once in every 3 groups I join in Darkmoor, which, I don't know, it's just a little bit unfortunate, I guess. There's a lot of toxic people out there, and I don't know, it just kind of sucks. So, anyways, on to the next kind of Darkmoor player. Actually, I'm going to add this kind of Darkmoor player onto my first main 3 Darkmoor players that you'll run into, which, you know, it's basically guy who doesn't educate himself on the rules of the battles, guy who runs in with bizarre gear. And then now we're getting to the guy, this actually might be the most common one of them, now that I think about it. And you know, honestly, that's kind of sad. Because this is the guy, this is the type of guy that will go in the sigil with you, or you know, do the team up or whatever, go in with your group, and either say he's gonna do the full dungeon with you guys, and then leave after the first fight instantly, just instant log out or teleport out, or he just leaves automatically. And, like, I'm just gonna be honest, I don't know why you're doing Darkmoor if you're just gonna leave. Guys, this is a long, time-consuming dungeon. Like, if you know you're gonna run out of time while doing the dungeon, don't do the dungeon. I'm sorry, that's just, you're really just gonna bring down your whole group if you do something like that. It's just not good for anyone. And then, of course, there's the people that'll leave, you know, obviously, right when you enter the dungeon. Some people will just take one look at your group, and they'll just leave. They'll just fucking leave. And, like, you really, at that point, you're just wasting everyone's time, and, oh gosh, guys, as you guys can observe on my wizard as well, I don't have the Darkmoor hat yet, I'm still rocking Hades. I've gotten the Darkmoor robe, as well as, I have gotten the Darkmoor boots, but I don't wear the Darkmoor boots because they give critical block instead of critical. I've gotten the wand, too, which is just an ass wand. I mean, it looks cool, but, yeah, those stats are, I don't know. Pierce, I mean, I don't know. I also got the, I got the Thame, and then I've gotten the baby amulet as well. And ring, no, this doesn't, only Aphrodite gives good rings in here, but I'm not focusing on her right now. This is really just the bulk of Darkmoor in general, though. Guys, you're just gonna get so many jerks, and that's what I hate about Darkmoor. You're gonna get so much selfish people that will just kill the boss for themselves. They'll leave the dungeon when it suits them. God, or, you know, obviously, just coupled with the jerks and all the ignorant people here. And guys, I'm not faulting you. I'm gonna fault you for being a jerk. Sorry, that's on you. But I'm not gonna exactly fault you on being ignorant if you take the proper time to just educate yourself a little bit more on what's going on here and really how to better deal with what's in Darkmoor. Because, like I said, it's just gonna be more beneficial to your group in general, and you're just gonna have an easier time, and it's just gonna be a better experience for everyone. But I just see so many lazy people just not taking certain precautions, and that just doesn't bode well for the group. And that's just why I don't want to do Darkmoor. I don't enjoy doing it, which really sucks because, God, back in the day I used to love doing this dungeon. I used to love farming it just with friends and everything, and of course I did farm it with friends, which helped my experience a bit better. But guys, I don't know, the community at least the people in Darkmoor, like, I'm not gonna say the community's bad. The community's not bad. That's ridiculous, honestly, but some of the people in Darkmoor, I'm not objectifying everyone that's in Darkmoor. Obviously, there's totally, like, honestly, I would say the majority is nice people, is kind people that will, like, you know, support you throughout the dungeon and everything, but I would say a solid, like, 33%, 1 in every 3 people, or, no, I don't know, I'd say 1 in every 5 people. I'd say 1 in every 5 people is probably gonna be that jerk that just brings down your whole group, or just, I don't know, like, God, just does things for themselves, guys. Honestly, it just sucks. I mean, you really hate to see it. Oh, I also want to mention another type of people that I run into in Darkmoor. I mean, obviously, you could probably fit all these people just in the same category labeled, like, Darkmoor noob, because, like, a lot of these traits are consistent with, like, each of the people, and honestly, yeah, you hate to see it. It does kind of suck. But there's these people that, I'm gonna call them inadequate hitters. These are the people with not great stats, not great stats to be honest, who insist on people buffing them and just taking up all the blades and everything and all the traps that, like, you know, the whole team worked really hard on to put on the boss, and then them just coming in with, like, their 50 damage, just, like, I don't know, sun serpenting or doing something, and God, I just, oh, there's also, okay, actually, there was this one guy, I don't remember his name exactly, he was a fire wizard. Actually, I ran into a few of these, actually, these fire wizards who, they'll sun serpent without any buffs on them. They'll just sun serpent the boss right outward. And just, God, I don't know, it makes me cringe, and I know that the word cringe is just so overused, but some of these people are seriously, oh God, some of these people just fit that description quite well, and yeah, I mean, that's really all I gotta say about Darkmoor. Oh, also, I guess this is more has to do with the dungeon itself. The drop rate for the hat, just in my opinion, is like way too low. But obviously, I feel like that's a little bit biased because I haven't gotten the hat yet. Even though I've done the dungeon tens of times, and I've opened the chest a lot, and I've gotten so many robes. Though this isn't even all the robes, guys. I literally have 4 more in my bank at my house. I'm not even joking. The robe is so common, and you know what? I'm glad the robe's so common. I'm glad people have somewhat easy access to this gear. But the hat, man, oh god, I am not looking forward to going in there right after I finish recording this video to just do it all again and just get nothing from the final fight, because that's just been my experience so far. But anyways, guys, all in all, my main problem with Darkmoor, the main thing I'm ranting about is the people inside it, you know? And really, I'm kind of making this so they could just, I don't know, better themselves a bit. And I'm not gonna lie, guys, I've raged at people in Darkmoor before. I'm not completely, you know, I'm not completely exempt from, like, this kind of criticism because, you know, at one point we were all noobs, and at one point, you know, we've all had our raging moments and everything, but I don't know, I think it's just a problem when I just see it on a really consistent basis. But anyways, guys, that's really my main problem with Darkmoor, the people inside it. Let me know about your experiences down below. I know some people have done some, God, really not good things in Darkmoor, to say the least. Really, really not good things. But anyways, my main problem is the people. The dungeon, honestly, itself is fine. It's not too hard. I mean, if you get an okay team, like, you'll be able to do it pretty easily. But anyways, guys, I hope I look towards a better future for the people of Darkmoor in general. Let me know your experiences in the comments down below, because god, I've had so many bad ones, and it's only been a few days, guys, and I'm really scared of what the future holds in store for me in Darkmoor, because oh god, it's quite a doozy, guys. It's quite a doozy of a dungeon. You know, I love it, but god, just some of these people can I don't know, some of these people can fuck off. But anyways, guys, that's going to be it for the rant today. I really did not expect to be making one so soon after the Azteca rant because, god, I don't know. I'm like already in a pissy mood today. I got so little sleep last night, and that's honestly because I was farming Darkmoor, so I guess I could blame myself for that. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys did enjoy this video in general. Let me know about your experiences with the different people in Darkmoor in general, because, guys, there's so many noobs, jerks, just assholes, just everywhere, littered throughout Darkmoor. And hey, I'm not gonna say that there isn't nice people either. There's totally nice people, and just, I don't know, when I get a really efficient team, I make sure to thank them, because they do, sometimes the teams can do a really good job. So anyways, thanks to all the nice, kind people out there in Darkmoor, because honestly, I appreciate you. I really, really do. It's been a while since I've done this dungeon, but oh my god, has it changed, guys. Anyways, hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. You could leave a like down below if you enjoyed, or subscribe for more content like this in the future, guys. Hopefully y'all did enjoy. I will see you guys in the next video, whatever it may be, and yeah, guys, take care, enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and peace out.